Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I just got out of the shower, that's why my hair is all wet. So I thought it would be cool, just as a memory and something to help entertain myself while we're in quarantine. Sorry, my glasses are so dirty. To kind of do like a quarantine diaries or whatever. And so today is our first day. We got here super late, and so, but that has its advantage to our first day of quarantine is over. Woo-hoo! Only 8 more nights to go. So, and 9 days. But today I wanted to include, sorry, I'm trying to center myself. There we go. I wanted to include in the quarantine diary of just what happened on the way here, some of the blessings, some of the stresses, and all that stuff. So we left with my mom and my grandma on June 30th, which was also my grandma's birthday. So happy belated birthday to her. And they drove us to Chicago. On the way there, we stopped at Albany's candy store, and I've never been there before. We have driven by there multiple times when they've picked us up from the airport, when they've taken us to the airport, and we've never stopped. So we stopped for the first time, and that was a lot of fun. It smells like candy everywhere you go, inside and outside. So that was fun to get the candy. And then we went on, dropped all of our stuff off at the hotel, and then they took us to McDonald's because that's where Thomas wanted to go. And they said their final goodbyes and dropped us off. And then we got up super early the next day. And so much so that by... Hold on a second. And so we got downstairs and it was super early and the taxi was already there. And so in the midst of trying to get all the bags and stuff into the taxi, we forgot to check out of our room. Did not realize that until we got to the airport. So hopefully, because we gave the taxi driver a nice tip, hopefully he took our key back. Hopefully checking out by phone was enough. But yes, have you ever forgotten to check out of your hotel room? I don't know if that's a thing. And so we got in, got checked in, no problem, super smooth, super nice people, had no problems. People even offered to help us with our bags, so that was nice. And then got to Detroit, again, no problems, super smooth. And we got some McDonald's there, and then we got on our flight from Detroit to Tokyo. I am giving an update, and that was a long one. So on our flight to the US on this last trip, Thomas slept the whole entire time, like every single time we were on a plane. Like he didn't eat or use the restroom or anything, he just slept, and so that was amazing. That did not happen this time. And so there was times of fussiness and things, and then there was the fact that I forgot to order a kid's meal ahead of time, so he like pretty much just snacked on our stuff, but it all worked out. It was all fine. There's Thomas in his dinosaur pajamas. And so then we got to Tokyo, and Tokyo's kind of where things got harder. So they had us get off the plane first because we had a connecting flight, and they took us where we were supposed to go, and so that was super nice. But then they kept our passports, and they kept our passports, and they kept our passports, and for the longest time they wouldn't tell us what was going on. And then eventually they told me, you and your husband's passports are fine, it's your son's. I was like, okay, what's wrong with it? Well, it was a snag for them. They considered it to be a little bit of a snag. Hold on. I'm gonna go in the other room so I don't have Thomas's stuff in the background. Let me see if I can find figuring out a hotel room. So there we go. That'll do. They considered it to be confusing or whatever, that Thomas's visa stamp was on his old passport and not his new passport. So when we, one of our decisions in going to the States for a while, on top of the funeral, I mean, Dan's dad passing away was the first and foremost reason. We wanted to be a family. We just needed to be. So that was the first and foremost reason. But another reason was Thomas's passport was about to expire. So we could either all go to the US and get that renewed there, or have to travel to Manila and renew it in Manila. And have I told you my feelings about Manila? And now we're quarantining in Manila for 10 days. Woohoo! So we took care of it in the US. But we knew we needed to carry his old passport because that's where the visa stamp was. Well, it just threw the ladies off at the counter big time. They're like, we see your stamp, we see your husband's stamp, where's your son's? And so we pointed to it, and they're like, but it's not on his passport, da, da, da. We need to contact Manila. And so they ended up contacting Manila, and it took, I think we sat there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and there's no plug-in, so I can't charge Thomas's tablet, there's no water, there's no juice, there's nothing in the section we're in, okay? Kind of like, we've had times where we've spent time in the Manila airport in the section where there's nothing. And so that was hard. But fortunately we got through that, and that all worked out. And then Dan went to go try to get Thomas a drink and couldn't figure out the machine. So one of the nice airport ladies got Thomas an orange juice. So that was a blessing. And Dan's like, it's okay, we're getting through it. And I was like, no, I'm not counting my ducks. I'm not counting my blessings until we're on that plane. Because it was stressful. Like, we're like, okay, are they going to have us sit here if they don't accept it? Or are they going to send us back? Like, you never know. And so it was kind of like, So we got that taken care of. And then we get to Manila. And come to find out, they want to look at paperwork. And come to find out, instead of quarantining for 7 days because they don't accept the U.S. vaccine. Say what? There are some places that if you get vaccinated, they will accept that, and then you only have to quarantine for 7 days. But the U.S. is not on that list. Thanks, whoever caused that. I don't know. So that's a bummer. So that was a process, and we're sitting there, and Thomas is whining, and Thomas is not keeping up his masks, and I'm getting mad and frustrated at him. And so, but we got through that. We get to the hotel. They're super nice. Help us with our bags. Get up here. Come to find out, you have to ask for a microwave. It's not just assumed that you'll want a microwave. So we asked for a microwave. Got a microwave. And then I go in. Well, Dan's unpacking. In the midst of unpacking, my razor breaks. So I have to ask for a complimentary razor. They did not give us enough bath towels for all of us, so we had to ask for rolling towels. I go to take a shower, turn it on, and I turned on the wrong head, and so the little head just goes spraying all over the place, and I'm like, ah! And so Dan had to come rescue me and fix that situation. And then I go to open up the razor, and then the shaving cream that they gave us, and I couldn't get it open. So I tried to open it with my mouth, and I got shaving cream on my mouth, and it's not that I'm tired. I slept. I'm awake, which is probably the problem because, I should be sleeping. Not doing the 101 on getting over jet lag very well, but we've got time. So, yeah, we've made it we're here. It's definitely not spacious, but Thomas is just thrilled to be able to lay in bed and look at his tablet. So we are counting our blessings. We're so grateful for you guys. And yeah, so this is day 1 of Quarantine Diaries. Stay tuned tomorrow for day 2. Love you guys. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.